Okay, so what I want to share today is like, it's gonna sound like I'm having some sort of existential crisis, but I mean, I kind of do, right? And the thing that I want to talk about is like, I don't know why many people pretend that it's like the things they have today, tomorrow, it's just like it's not gonna last forever, you know? They know, I feel like they know that, it's not gonna last forever. They just have this practice of believing that it is gonna last forever. And I feel like that is the biggest issue that comes, and that is giving people the most pain, problem, sadness is like the feeling of permanentness. I don't know if that's the right word. I may have just created a new word, but they believe that everything is permanent. I don't know why. They know that it's not, but they kind of made themselves believe that it's permanent. And that's what I see with most people trying to live longer, or like trying to live, try to optimize this and that, or like, the theory, or like hypothetical situation of the elites trying to actually just trying some sort of a biohack, or like, I don't know if it's true, but I feel like it is definitely true. I feel like they have everything, right? They have the money, they have probably the status they want in their life, everything else, everything else they want, but the one thing they don't have is like immortality, right? They don't have that. And they're trying their absolute best, I feel like, to get that. And it's just not possible. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if I say like it's impossible. There's so many things that seemed impossible, but now it's kind of the reality of the world. But I feel like that's got to be the hardest thing to, you may, span to like 200 years with some sort of really advanced biohack, some stuff like that. But I feel like total immortality, it's like I don't know if that's possible, honestly. And they're trying their best. They're trying their absolute best, and because they know deep down that they're not gonna just carry that stuff. They're not gonna, because they feel like if I lose this, it's like I'm nothing without this, and they feel like nothingness is bad. They feel like being nothing is just the most horrible thing ever, because they have never really felt like that their life, to have nothing, to be nothing, or like to not be recognized, be admired. They kind of have always kind of felt that their whole life. So they know that it's like if they die, like they're gonna lose all of that. And no one cares if like they have what they have or what they don't have after they die, but like still, still they feel like they have this fear of like losing things, to summarize my point, right? So that's what they fear. And this is kind of, I don't know, this is going to be a short podcast like stuff. I'm not going to speak in like a really loud voice to make this video. The fucking brightness is like crazy. Okay, let me turn. Okay, this just looks shitty. But anyways, so that's what I wanted to share. And it's like it's not gonna do anything. You just have to live your life. For most people, for most average people, or I don't mean to offend anyone by meaning average, because most of the people will be average at the end of the day, even if you get success. I'm not saying unsuccessful people. Okay, I'm just going out of topic, but for most average people that live in this world, it's like the best thing you can do is just simply just not worry about any of those stuff, and just keep reminding yourself that everything that you have today, whether that's good, whether that's bad, whether that's some sort of a sorrow, sadness, pain, whether that's some sort of a joy, some sort of a materialistic thing, or even some sort of a confidence, or like skills like that, right? Like teaching skills, or like, or I'm this, I'm that, I'm the most this person, fill in the blanks. It's like that is some that is also a bad thing to have, I feel like, because you know Of course, it cannot be that easily taken out of you, but it still is possible to take take that out of you. If you are someone who has great communication skills, and your vocal cords got fucked up and you cannot speak anymore, it's like all of a sudden you're a person that is nothing, you know so you're worthless because of that. No, right? Like, you're not worthless because you cannot speak. It just happened. And skills, materialistic things, all of those things are simply just making you, just crave permanentness. Fuck it, I just created the word. I don't even care now. But like, you're just making yourself believe that it is all gonna last forever. So just, I feel like the best thing you can do is just be happy, or like not define nothingness as something that is some sort of a failure in life, right? And being happy, because at the end of the day, everyone is nothing. Okay, everyone is nothing. They don't have anything. They just, maybe they had leverage their whole life. Maybe they just had someone that spoke really nice, and they happened to catch it. They had the skill to actually catch the other person, or like mimic them, and now he kind of speaks really good. you know so that's just total luck, or like being rich, or like having coming across some sort of a useful knowledge, and that knowledge you used to become rich. That's also a luck. So everything in life, I feel like, revolves around luck. So there's no point of being like boastful about that. There's no point of being just total arrogant motherfucker about, it's like, oh, I'm this and that, even without money, I'm this and that. Like, no, like, it just happened to be, you're just lucky. Okay? As much as people want to pretend that, it's not luck, they feel like, oh, I did my hard work. It was not just luck, but the mindset that someone gave you, or like you just came across someone that instill that mindset upon you of like, if you don't give up, or like if you don't, if you keep working hard. Someone said that to you, and that's what you kind of felt inside, resonated inside you, and now you're this hardworking person. But if you didn't have that video, if you watched a YouTube video, or like some sort of a mentor that kind of guided you, or a random stranger that you just came across that information, right? So you wouldn't be hardworking. So that's also a luck, I feel like. So there's totally nothing that you should be proud of, or like be boastful about. I think proud of is I don't think it's the right word, but it's like being boastful, or like being arrogant. Like, that's not good, because it's like, at the end of the day, you're nothing. Everyone is nothing. So, okay. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to share. I don't know if this video made any sense. If this video made any sense, please let me know. What do you think?